这个任务还有接下来2个任务都是重玩，都是第2次玩的。这个任务就也不难，反正就是回收一个人就好了。装备我觉得也不用弄，直接走吧。
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target. 我好像记得，就是在这个任务一开始就抓了一只狗，就是那只钻石狗。
You have arrived. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
好，就在这儿。
Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
Analysis complete. 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 Analysis complete.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
这就是我们要抓的人。
Analysis complete.
你再看看这路上其他地方有没有人哈。
Analysis complete.
这有只老鼠吧？
Analysis complete.
应该就是这些人了。
Analysis complete.
好，我们出发。上次不是说那个我有很多那些视频文件嘛，后来我就想到了最后的一个方法。哎，上面应该没人。自己后来又去买了好多块硬盘，好多块8T 的硬盘，然后打算自己组个服务器，文件服务器。然后这样我的那些视频文件就有地方放了。
Development complete.
我们都把这些人抓回去。
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
现在我们基地缺人，什么人我们都要。老鼠也要。
He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Смотри вон там! Оружие!
You gotta extract him.
Что это?
吓我一跳啊！
Смотри!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Что там?
subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Outpost captured.
基本上任务就结束了。
That's the target. Target extracted. I'll tell the client they've been eliminated.
这个带不回去。基本上就可以撤了。
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Exfiltrated.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss. All right. Mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
Yeah.
好，我们去做下一个任务。
Use that free time wisely. Surveying enemy outposts, for example, or gathering manpower and resources. Of course, even you need some downtime every now and then. Whatever you do, it's all another step on the road to
先
our
走
goal.
开一点，因为听见有车来了。被车发现还是会被发现的。
Please select a mission.
下一个好像是破坏那个通讯机。
Mission accepted. The map has been updated.
Boss, you need to disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the Eastern Communications Post and destroy its comms equipment.
Marker placed.
First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
好，出发。
All
一上来就被发现了。
You gotta extract him.
You have arrived at your
You
destination.
made it. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
That's a transceiver antenna. Take out all of them to shut down the enemy's local comms network.
The map has been
That antenna is
updated.
one of the targets. There should be more. Keep looking.
You have arrived at your destination.
先把底下的人都除掉。
Analysis complete.
Thinking of using C4? It's an explosive that you detonate by remote control after you've planted it.
The map has been
That's another
updated.
one of the targets. Do you see any more?
Говорят, она голая. Голая? Да нафиг. Серьезно? Значит, что она не местная.
他说的这个女的是谁啊？之前也听他说过，
Она исчезает. Так же быстро, как и появляется.
Analysis complete.
之前别的敌人也说过这个女的。
Complete.
Достаточно близко. Говори. Похоже на привидение. Слушай, привидение или нет?
Analysis
Я бы не
complete.
отказался. Точно. Ладно, уже
The map has been
That looks like the target.
has been
We
updated.
know where all the antennas are now. Take out all three of them. How you do it is your call. He's coming too. Roger that. ЛКП, понял. Всем боевым группам проверить окрестности.
这些都没关系，都没关系。
The map has been
That radio
updated.
transmitter is used to relay messages between outposts.
哎，干嘛了这是？
Take your own. Confirm the locations of all the targets. Destroy either the radio transmitter or all the antennas to shut down communications between the enemy
走走走，跑跑跑跑跑跑跑跑跑跑！ 那就死了呀！
Boss, what happened? Boss!
行，我这次学会了。
Thinking of using C4? It's an explosive that you detonate by remote control after you've planted it.
The map has been
That antenna
updated.
is one of the targets. There should be more. Keep looking. Alright, now get to a safe distance before you set it off. To detonate it, hold the ready button and then press the action button.
等所有人都晕过去了，我再把它送上天。
The map has been
That's another
updated.
one of the targets. Do you see any more?
происходит?
车来了，
Presence detected. The map has been updated.
It's no good, boss. Attacking like that won't cut it. Aim somewhere else. Or change to a different weapon.
还有头盔。
That container's filled with raw materials. Looks like they're using those colored bands on the outside to tell the contents apart. Whatever's in them, they'll come in handy somehow for diamond dogs. Too. Roger that.
怎么人都醒了呀？
Extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
都起来了就不好办了呀。算了，还走吧。2个天线我都装炸弹了，还有一个天线在哪儿？ 还有一个在哪儿啊？哦，我看到了，在那个房子的顶上。
activated.
Take it out, and the mission's complete. Explosives should take care of them well enough. How you do it is up to you. Now get out of the hot zone.
Mission info has been updated.
Командир, тут коробка движется. Жду приказов. Это КП. Хватит поясничать. Конец связи. Это не шутка.
纸箱真的会动，真的会动。
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
好，我可以撤了。
Exfiltrated
That's
off.
it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss. Mission complete, boss.
这打得不好。
Good. You captured it alive.
接着听录音带。
I hear they started. Ocelot. I hear they started calling you Shalashaska in Afghanistan. What's that about?
You know the term Sharashka? It's slang for a suspicious, hastily thrown together organization. The word became associated with a type of forced labor facility in the Soviet Gulag system. OKB scientists and engineers who'd been convicted of crimes were sent to a Sharashka for forced R&D. The Sharashkas were supervised by Lavrenti Beria of the NKVD, the secret police, under the official name 4th Special Department.
Forced research? That's not very different from what we do here.
Diamond Dogs is different. Everyone here believes in you. Regardless of where they came from or why they're here, they revere you. And they're fighting because it was their choice.
And if it wasn't, they'd leave?
Who knows? That's our reality here, whether it's real or not. If there's another truth, I don't want to know it. All that matters is that's the concept that's taken shape in their heads. The traces of a group ideology, our superstructure, to put it in Marxist terms.
All right. Go on.
Right. So anyway, at some point the enemy started calling me Sharashka. This was after the war in Afghanistan broke out. While I was keeping an eye on you in that hospital, I was also heading up interrogations here. The men I broke gave up their comrades and families, everything they wanted to protect them most. No real cause for it. I just let myself get caught up in the old Russian pride. And suddenly I received the honor of becoming Special Interrogation Advisor to the forced labor camps. But the more men I interrogated, the more people saw me as just that, the interrogator. It helped cover my real objective of keeping you safe.
You went that far for me?
Far enough to keep you alive. I ended up being pretty well known among the Afghan guerrillas. Some of them would have seen me on the battlefield, and that's how I got the second half of the name. Shashka. It's a sword. A a type of saber from the Caucasus. Russian dragoons and Cossacks carried them into battle. Now, the Russian Empire had a general by the name of Fyodor Arturovich Keller. His bravery earned him the nickname Russia's Greatest Shashka. Someone must have known about that, because somewhere along the line, Shashka got stuck on the end of Sharashka. The guerrillas were using the name amongst themselves, and by the time I got to hearing about it, pronunciation had wound up as Shalashashka.
So, half gulag, half hero sword. Is a perfect fit.
But you see how rumors and ideas about people can get out of hand fast. Once you create a character and put it out there in public mind, it warps and twists with every baseless rumor. And before you know it, all people see are phantoms. In my case, it works out just fine. I'm plenty used to working under aliases.
非常有意思啊！那这个 Big Boss 其实好多人都是慕名而来。
So SALT II still hasn't gone into effect.
That treaty was drawn up to limit not just the size of the U.S. and Soviet Union's nuclear arsenals, but also their delivery systems. The whole deal. Just when we thought all those years of negotiations had paid off, somebody decides to invade Afghanistan. The timing couldn't have been worse.
The president was in the middle of the SALT II talks back then.
You mean while you were busy trying to stop Peace Walker? I heard. President Ford was meeting with the General Secretary in Vladivostok. In his absence, the political brass in America detected what they didn't realize was false nuclear launch data from Peace Walker, and were on the verge of ordering a retaliatory nuclear strike.
Coleman's big idea? Humans are incapable of destroying themselves. Turns out he never knew what humans are capable of.
If that AI, I mean, the boss, hadn't found a way to stop the fake data transmission, they probably would have gone ahead with the launch.
Deterrence was revealed as the pipe dream it was.
All thanks to you. And her. The U.S.-Soviet talks looked set to fall through. What happened in Nicaragua no doubt helped trigger a change of heart. But in the end...
The time's to find the politics. When you've grabbed their tail, they turn and bite your hand.
I first met you 20 years ago now. The place was Selenouyarsk in the Soviet Union. We were enemies. I was with the GRU.
相见第三代。
Fighting for America. 1964. Operation Snake Eater. Its objective? The assassination of the legendary soldier known as the Boss. When you returned home successful, they awarded you the title Big Boss. Your CO, Zero, sought to carry on the boss's will by covertly establishing his own organization. You knew the original members from Operation Snake Eater. From America, there was David O, or as he was to you, Major Zero. Donald Anderson, aka Sigint. Dr. Clark, who went by paramedic during the operation. And the fourth, you. From China, there was Eva. And me, Ocelot. From the Soviet Union.
因为这6个人大半其实在从第一代就出现过。
As were East and West, we joined forces by our will alone. Our objective was to fulfill the boss's dying wish, to make the world one. And to do it, Zero used the Philosopher's Legacy, the secret war fund you obtained during Operation Snake Eater. This organization would go on to become Cypher. I, on the other hand, was left with the problem. You only recovered half of the legacy. I had to locate the other half myself. When I found the funds, I passed them on to Zero, just as you wanted.
I still trusted him in those days.
We thought what he was doing was the boss's will, until he started that one project.
Les enfants terribles, Zero called it.
You parted ways, as did Eva, leaving only Anderson and Clark still with him. I maintained limited contact, although truth be told, we were just keeping tabs on one another. The reason was always you. After you returned to the Army and created Foxhound, you left America. For a time, even I'd lost track of you. I'd imagine Zero did too. You always were the best when it came to hide and seek. Zero created Cypher, an information network to tap into every corner of the globe.
Woven together, Cypher's arteries make the world just one big organism. And that's not all. It also monitors the thorn in Zero's side. That's you, tracking your coordinates wherever you might go. The further you strayed from your roots, the larger Zero became. It's as if he was trying to close the gap between you. But before long, he disappeared from public life. Only a few people had direct contact with him. For a time, I was one of them. Then a year after you fell into your coma, he slipped out of sight entirely. Since then, nothing. No photos, no recordings, not even a reliable rumor as to his whereabouts.
Clouds approaching.
I tried every method I could think of, but Zero was gone. Freed of his control, his creation, his power continued to grow. Cypher is a great beast, and Zero was its spine. But even without him, it's endured, evolved. But now its body is rotting, riddled with
一直
parasites.
进化到第4代。
Parasites like the ones who attacked you 9 years ago in the Caribbean, and then at the hospital. Cypher's Black Ops Unit, XOF. They learned where you were, and came to wipe the slate clean.
所以要是0号已经不见或者退居2线的话，那其实真正的幕后主脑其实难道就是一个 AI 是这个意思吗？就像4代说的那样。好，剩下那些我们之后再听。这个可以听一听。
Snake, do you remember Amanda?
Yeah, I do.
Their revolution was a success. Somoza resigned. Nicaragua has a new government. Amanda's really working hard for her country to be reborn.
Good for them.
She says she wishes Chico could be there.
That revolution was the dream. For Amanda, for Chico, and their father.
That chopper was no place for Chico to die. I'd like to at least think history will remember his part in the revolution.
When you pick up a gun, there's always a chance you'll die for nothing. He knew that as well as the rest. Now that he's gone, it's up to the rest of us to decide what it was all worth. If we don't, there's nothing to prove that Chico ever lived at all. We're his mark on the world.
Amanda told us that Strangelove contacted her after the revolutionaries came to power in Nicaragua. Strangelove, the AI researcher from Mother Base?
I remember her.
We'd lost touch with her, till Amanda heard from her out of the blue. She told Amanda she wanted to salvage Peace Walker's drive parts, or something from the bottom of Lake Nicaragua. Amanda passed the request on to her friends in the new administration. She's a national hero now, after all. So Strangelove got a Soviet military aircraft to transport something to somewhere. But apparently the cargo wasn't big enough to have been Peace Walker itself.
So what was it?
Who knows? We recovered Peace Walker's nuclear warhead ourselves 9 years ago. What could Strangelove have been after? Amanda said she didn't mention what her reason was or where she was headed. Nicaragua is a socialist state now. With Amanda vouching for her, the government didn't feel the need to concern itself with the details. All Strangelove told Amanda was that she was going to continue her research, and that the rest was a secret.
这难道后来 AI 进化其实是跟奇爱其实有关系？
To prepare for the inspectors. He was with them when it all went down. The control tower collapsed with the rest of its strut. His body was never recovered. But he was the one who met the inspection party when they arrived. And he was the one who showed the nuclear inspectors to the tower. You remember the way it went. First he recommends we agree to the inspection. Then he gives them the okay without our permission. All the time acting as if he was doing us a favor. On top of that, he even had the guards disarmed that day. It would send the wrong message, he said. Whatever the angle, it all leads back to Huey. I curse my own stupidity for not realizing sooner. Huey escaped with that unit by chopper. I've been hunting him for 9 long years. The other reason I was operating around Afghanistan was to dig up his location.
Huey's in Afghanistan?
Yes, and I have a good idea where. Now we just wait for the right moment. This time, we'll be the ones using him. He's going to tell us who our guests really were that used a fake nuclear inspection to blast our home into the ocean.
我也想找他出来，这人太坏了。